What's up guys, this is Zeals and today I have some special content for you guys and I am on that hype train, so let's get started. I had a game breaking discovery the other day while playing Idle Heroes. The faction colors resemble the Infinity Gauntlet and Valkyrie really wields it like a beast. This is the final assessment and evaluation of our overlord and superstar Valkyrie. Over the weeks I have looked into 14,600,000, the simulations, and I've come up with one conclusion: Infinity Gauntlet broken powers. I've shown and predicted her powers in almost every aspect of the game thus far. Let's discuss and rediscuss her strengths and break them down one by one as a final wrap up. Disclaimer, this is for the current meta, which can shift or change at any moment. First, her strength is that she is a non-light and dark hero, so you should celebrate. She is easily accessible to all old and new players compared to past gods like Faithblade and Mim. Once you have 5 to 7 copies, especially on a newer server, you can start to become near immortal. So heroes that work well with her comp and lineup will be mentioned later, so stay tuned. Second, she's very fun to build around. You're not shoehorned into months long project of full light or dark or good versus evil aura, where you are waiting months and months on end for fodder and copies at the mercy of events. You can support Valkyrie in many ways with full forest, even making a sort of a comeback. But pollution and rainbow are very competitive still, or heck, no aura as well. Aura is important in keeping her alive, which equates to her doing more damage and being able to sit in CCs. And finally, more healing from her E3 passive, aka effectively increasing her EHP, which is effective health pool. As for builds of her team, not her, you can run hybrid CC, sustain comp, or what I personally prefer is utility comps, which focus on Valkyrie in becoming a scarier menace, and that comp is the attack steal, reduce, sustain comp. Third, she's consistent and have very little to no counter. As I said, I have put our Valkyrie through hell and back against the toughest of the teams in the absolute focus and effort to find her weakness. I was told that some other YouTubers said Almavor is very good at countering her, as in the footages while he said this, Almavor literally just tickled her. I will show you one outcome where Valkyrie did die towards the end of the video, but Almavor alone can't really do much even with the HP percentage active he has. And yes, I know exactly how its damage is calculated and how it works. So why is it not a clear form of counter? This is because Valkyrie's attack steal and reduce, which is the percent HP is based off of. Also, Valkyrie, as shown in my recent video, can quite easily surpass 10 million combat HP. That's not even ECHP, which means efficient combat HP. I can calculate this later on. Same goes for Scary, who is easy to shut down, and attack steal reduce renders him nearly a non-threat even in multitudes. Fourth, she's powerful because her damage is calculated and works in ways we aren't used to. She doesn't care if enemy heroes are brought to reduce her crit damage, attack, skill damage, holy damage, plus damage to other class, because majority of her damage comes from her dots, which is nearly unavoidable in all situations, as in she'll put it up whether in CC or not CC, which all ties into my assessment of just how consistent she is. As you see from these fights, she can sit in CC all game and still put huge pressure. This makes it very easy to gear Valkyrie, and you don't have any counters really as any other heroes that reduce attack, crit chance, crit damage, etc. doesn't scratch her at all. As for her doing damage while CC, remember from my initial video, which you should check out by the way if you haven't still, because it's the best and most detailed info on the web about her by far, she puts dot stack of 3% of her max HP instantly to 3 targets when a CC successfully lands on her, which equates to 300,000 damage if she has 10 million combat HP, times 3 per application on her, and after the round finishes, it ticks in the next round for the next 3 rounds. That's a ton of damage for 1 CC that she eats. That's equivalent to her doing her basic, which means it doesn't matter if she's in a CC or not. Well, of course her active puts more pressure, but she's not sitting dud or a non-threat in a CC, although that is still her weakest state. And the problem is that her quote-unquote weakest state is too powerful. This is one of the reasons why Dark Arthur though is taking a backseat in the current meta. Don't get me wrong, I still love her and she's good, but if I place Valkyrie slot 1 versus a DA team or double DA team, Valkyrie being chain locked down will melt the DA team, and DA, you know what DA does to slot 1. Let's not forget the instant heal she receives per successful CC application and after the round finishes in the next round. 5th, her dot damage bypasses armor and damage reduction. To get a simple picture, think of Snake Wolfpet dot damage. It deals same amount of damage to anybody every time. Also, this keeps Deer Pet in check as the beefed up armor does absolutely nothing for your opponents running Deer. She literally smirks and snaps her finger and they just go to dust, turn into dust, right? So yes, her dot damage doesn't calculate holy damage and plus damage multipliers or any other stats for that matter other than her max HP. So once again, very easy to gear towards since there aren't any debates or calculations or argument based on which state is best. 6th, her HP and her defensives are just way too tanky in the current meta. Faithblade, even with Snowball effect, has issues, and with Mim and Valkyrie combo, Faithblade doesn't even get to see much sunlight. I try to put Valkyrie only against double enemy Scary and Mim combo, and she's got no issues as long as you can, or as long as you don't run Demon Hunter to chain silence your opponent Scaries into Hulk Beast mode. When she does reach low HP, she can just rewind the damage, get the reference, with E3 passive heals accompanied by Deer, the pet you should be running, which gives the most plus HP stat of all pets, and Belrain, who may be dead or alive, she will quickly recover. Alright, so currently there is no minus HP or minus HP percent reduction in the game. So if devs are watching this, that may be one way, clear way they can render her less powerful, like 1 or 2 Infinity Stone weaker. I doubt they'll nerf her as Mim and Faithblade hasn't been either in the past in any major ways anyway. It's a bad business model and they know it. DH game model is to introduce newer heroes with specific counter or reinventing the pacing and meta game. I've only talked about PvP, but in PvE near same principles apply. She easily does 100 million damage to prey for fire bosses and literally gets you to Hell Aspen from Nightmare 1 in one sitting without needing any other hero. She's great for towers, even better with a Scary and Mim combination. Valkyrie alone in major cases is scary, but her accompanied by attack stealers and reducers like those comps and decent healer like Belrain is like throwing Infinity Stones into her spears or gauntlets or whatever. Scary 10% attack steal and Mim's attack reduced to enemy backline Scary or backline heroes, for that matter, if they're running double Scaries along with Valkyries, is quite effective. So there's 3 attack reduce and steals from just 3 heroes alone. That wraps up the final touch-up of Valkyrie, and I hope you enjoy the video as much as I enjoy making them. I literally was standing up at my workstation like some DJ and editing away. I wanted to briefly mention a fellow Redditor and Twitch TV content creator, MK, alright? So he's an honest and deep down nice person, and I would like to give him a hard-earned shout out and credit for his work. His recent post on Reddit really sparked interest in me for the issues going on with Reddit and between content creators, as he's one I can actually say is working for a better future for idle heroes. I will put links below for his work or of his works and channel down in the description box below. Guys, another Discord update, as we have incorporated some bots to upload your contents and guides that you guys wanted to share, and so we'll get that sorted shortly. Just know that thanks to your support, our Discord is constantly evolving to serve you guys with the best content to help your journey. So head on over and join our 1,100 member Discord, and it only took a month and a half, guys. That is some awesome work, just awesome. Since the last video, there is a new Patreon, Leroy. Welcome aboard and thank you. I'm still surprised that there are more people outside of the United States that support my work. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share the damn video in return for my love. For exclusive content, join the club on Patreon, and I'll see you guys with the new events on Friday.